Good afternoon, everybody. I just want to thank you for having me. My name is Bob Castellano. I'm in my 28th year at Suffolk Water, and I'm in charge of the hydrant department. I'm going to go over how we take apart the hydrant and what I do on a daily basis. I have 7 hydrant mechanics and 5 hydrant inspectors, which the inspectors go from Montauk Point to County Line Road in Amityville, and they inspect the hydrants on a daily basis, 40 to 50 hydrants a day. We lube them, we check them, make sure they're operational. If not, they relay to me. We make run sheets, the clerks in the office, and we make a repair on the hydrant, usually the next day. If it's out of service, we do it within 24 hours. Also, everybody says to me, well, Bob, how else do you get, repairs? Well, the snow plows kind of kill us in the wintertime, and it's very, very costly to the authority. Some hydrant repairs, a minimum of $2,000. Some with restoration could be $20,000. They rip up roads, concrete, and we have to go back and do all the restoration. So you see something, say something. I can't stress that enough. Everybody sees me, and they see my face on a Monday morning. Oh, Bob, I saw a hydrant over the weekend, and it was on an angle, but you could probably do it today, right? I say is we have a number 24/7. My cards are here, my phone's on all the time. Call me, because that hydrant not only could just be on a little bit of an angle, but it'd have a cracked flange and the hydrant won't operate. So why wait till Monday morning when you saw it Saturday? At least we could notify the fire departments, and they know the hydrant's out of service till Monday or the next morning. Okay, so on a daily basis, we get tickets to repair a hydrant, frozen hydrant, bent stem, hit hydrant. I'm gonna go over it. But the main thing is our inspectors go out, they use an aquaphone, they lube the hydrant nozzles, they open the hydrant, close the hydrant, test it under pressure, and before they leave, this aquaphone is our best friend. You listen and you make sure the hydrant is not running. If it's running, that's usually a rock caught in the main valve rubber, which you'll see. That means that there's a rock caught in there. Could have been from a leak, or kids throwing baseballs, rocks. Also, the flags. Everybody says, Bob, why don't you just put flags on 37,932 hydrants? That's pretty costly. The fire departments actually put the flags on. I put them on, hydrants that are constantly getting hit on the LIE service roads, Vets Highway. The best flag is right here. There's a fiberglass flag which nuts and bolts right onto the bonnet, so the kids can't take them, and they don't really want to touch the fiberglass, and they really can't bend them. So I'm going to take the hydrant apart. Like I said, we have rocks, baseballs. Here's a rock we found in the hydrant that crushes the main valve rubber. You get the tree sprayers or people using the hydrant illegally and with a pipe wrench instead of a hydrant wrench. The proper way is to have when you get a permit, you get a hydrant wrench. What happens is they break the operating nut, and then go off into a fire. You cannot put the fire out, turn the hydrant on and off with this operating nut. So the correct way is to use a hydrant wrench, not a pipe wrench. So what we do is we open and close the hydrant, we lube the caps, and like I said, all the hydrant trucks have booms, impact guns, every wrench, every key to take apart the hydrant, which we're gonna go over. Also, when I explain about the ice in the hydrants, what happens is every hydrant down 4 or 5 feet down, we have drain holes, and you could see this drain tool, which I have here, that we get an old timer that worked here years ago with us, invented this, and we made some modifications, my guys in the hydrant department, to clear those drain holes in the hydrant so the water drains. What happens is the tree roots a lot of times wrap around the seat ring, and then the hydrant doesn't drain. So that's very, very important. When we do a gut job, we always get in the drain holes to clear them. We add Marafi fabric and gravel at the bottom of the hydrant, so the hydrant drains. When we have to do a gut job to get the guts out, to get to the main valve rubber, if there's a rock caught in it, we remove the bonnet. Every truck has every different key to remove the bonnet, to remove the guts, to get to that main valve rubber. You remove the bonnet, which is the operating nut, hold down nut, and every truck has each gut job tool to remove the guts. Get to that main valve rubber, which the hydrant is leaking. So we usually have a cheater pipe on each side, 1 or 2 guys depending on the hydrant, to loosen the guts. Every truck has the vise and the boom on the back. We pull the guts. We remove the backing plate, and here's the main valve rubber. Every time the hydrant is leaking, we have the rocks in here, so we remove the main valve rubber and put a brand new rubber in. O-rings have to be on the hydrant, otherwise the hydrant will be leaking. You clear the drain holes, and these are the facings which ride up and down. The first 3 turns, your hydrant's on drain. So whenever I explain to the contractors that they come for permits, open up the hydrant all the way, 17.5 turns, 23 turns, depending on which model you're on. When the hydrants do get hit, they're made to break away at the breakaway coupling, breakaway flange. If it's not the correct bury on the hydrant could be hit and blowing and cause a lot of damage to the area. But this is the flange, the breakaway flange. And then when the hydrant gets hit, it's just knocked over laying on the side of the road. And we put a new flange. And same thing, we put the stem back in with the new main valve rubber if the stem is bent. And that's your basic repair of a fire hydrant.